is a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Now, he's the reigning MVP of the league, primarily for his work on the ground, but that arm, something special too. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Ravens 7, Texans nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Leonard Fournette. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This is Fournette. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And he brings it back up to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Bring it up.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. Shelling through the defense. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 17, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Running out of the gun. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
At their 48-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. To the air yet again, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. On the run, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is out of bounds here. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, Watson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
To Leonard Fournette. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third, Watson. He's got his target. It's caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first. First half, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. So they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. An 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 29, Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions.
How the fuck the nigga just randomly stops like that? Like, why did you do that?
Things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to guys in the rough for the show.
You better figure whatever the reason is, you better figure it out. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but it's still great in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And it is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover. It doesn't feel like one after having the momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football now. Going back in the other direction. 47 yards yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Watson. Over there, it's Bells. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 44 yards that time.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field, and I've got it right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7 at the 40-yard line.
Watson. And he's going to keep his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. They'll roll him out right. They'll run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. That's a 30 yards. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion, tying up this game. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner. And he turned it into a nice game.
Very nice run, and it turns into Pittsburgh. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff moves away. So this will make it into the end zone. And they'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. We'll see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Down seconds. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches have had a reliable running game that breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 8 yards to go on second down. The full fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
He's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You got to lead, you got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should be picked, huh?
Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he could throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get that to Fournette complete. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Knights in the game. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
The 17-yard line.
Fournette. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get three as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off around the 41. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up a surprise and hopefully they can break them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They get the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
An option incomplete here to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's the one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Marty, you know, when we call him game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. That one's caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop them a couple of yards short. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. And look at this. Big gift control over the wheels. Intercepted. Kenny, the linebacker, picks it. He got the sling lead late and the football, so where did it go?
Remember during the year when they asked one of the head coaches, you know, you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
After the interception, here's Watson. Finished out to his left. To the left side, complete. It's full. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Watson hitting through with a big one. 42 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gordon. And they'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 36-yard line.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This one in for the Texas touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. They're down now to add the extra point. This one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
26.
As the kickoff this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. Man open, it's good. And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. The play fake. Here's Jackson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Field goal will tie as they up their lead to 3. 26. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching out. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards and moving sticks. Eagles full extension, and he's got it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Throw to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This could potentially send us to overtime. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This could potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Fleecy working past the 30. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. I'll change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kicks away. So this will make it into the end zone. This return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 20. And he will score. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little win time.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters is what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.